But as devotees, we can contemplate in various ways. One is that you are all 1 year closer to death. That's a sobering meditation. When we're born, according to our karmic destiny, we have so many heartbeats, so many breaths, so many years to live. And now we are 1 year closer to death. So what are we doing with our time? How much value are we giving to each moment? That should be contemplated. People in the world take New Year's resolutions. We're beginning a year. Let us shed the mistakes of the past and let us have a determined ambition to achieve certain goals for our future. We should be doing this constantly. But any occasion that helps us to remember this is favorable for our Krishna consciousness. Whatever mistakes, whatever sins, whatever offenses we have committed in the past, if we sincerely beg forgiveness, with a great determination and a vow not to commit those bad habits again, that we will be forgiven. We will be purified. Dina hina yata chilo harinam udarilo tara sakshi jagai madhai. Jagai and Madhai are an example of this. They were cruel, sinful men, but they surrendered to Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. And Mahaprabhu, he said, I will forgive you for all the murders, all the cow slaughter, all the drunken liquor you consumed, all the women you raped, all the houses you burned down and robbed, all the terror you struck in people's heart. You'll be forgiven for everything you have ever done. You just have to vow that you will never, ever, ever do any of those things again. From this day on, you live a pure life in the association of devotees. You follow these regulative principles. No illicit sex, no intoxication, no gambling, no meat eating. You live as a humble servant of the Lord and his devotees. And you constantly hear the glories of the Lord and chant the holy name. There was a total transformation in their heart. They became Paramhamsa Vaishnavas. Still devotees go near Katwa to the Samadhi Mandir of Jagai and Madhai to pray, to follow in their footsteps after they met Lord Chaitanya. We've already, according to our own capacity, been following in their footsteps before. So many births. Time creates change. Really, that's what's happening. Material nature is eternal. The soul is eternal. God is eternal. Time is eternal. The time principle is Krishna. So what's really happening under the influence of time is not death, it's change. The soul's not dying. The bodies, really, they don't die. They don't cease to exist. They're just transformed. Ashes, and the ashes get transformed into something else. Or it becomes dust, goes into the earth. So much transformations due to the power of time. So really what time does is creates change. So for a devotee, we want to change. We want to transform from material consciousness to spiritual consciousness, and to deeper and deeper and deeper states of spiritual consciousness. as the time goes on in our life, moment after moment, day after day, week, month after month, year after year, we want our hearts to be transformed. We don't want to remain the same. Krishna consciousness is never stagnant. In the spiritual world, every moment is a new, ever fresh experience. Everyone's love for Krishna is eternally increasing at every moment. Everyone's desire to please Krishna and serve Krishna is increasing at every moment. So in this material world, if we're sincere devotees, we should never simply be content with our particular level of Krishna consciousness. Now, I'm doing a little better than last year, so let me just rest here for some time. If you're not striving to improve, if you're not striving to go forward, then the current of material nature will force you to go backward. Trying to be Krishna conscious in this age of Kali is like swimming in a river upstream. The current is trying to bring you down to the ocean of birth and death. And you're trying to go to the source. The source of the Ganges is the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. We have to constantly be struggling and swimming upstream. If you stop, you don't remain where you are. You're forced to go down. Any moment, you're complacent, you're pushed down. That's the nature of material existence. Everything's going down. It's a law. What in this world is not under the influence of the law of gravity? This is in a very gross physical sense. Everything in this world is being pushed down. You jump up, and what happens? You come down. Even Srila Prabhupada said even they put these Sputniks in, but then eventually they come down. You go on airplane, but when you run out of fuel, what happens? You come down. It's not, well, we have good momentum now, we don't need any more fuel. So the nature of this world is like the river, pushing downstream to the ocean of death. We must be striving for higher states of consciousness at every stage of our life. Time is changing everything. Let us at every moment be transformed into a more purifying, surrendered devotee of the Lord. That is what we should pray for. And our resolutions should be that which is favorable to bring us to the state of pure consciousness. Lord Chaitanya has made the path very joyful.
You were listening to Radhanath Swami on devotionalnectar.com.